Hello and welcome to part 2 on the Arrma Mojave EXB 8S build. Today we're going to be focusing on installing this 8S ESC. It's the 160 amp Firma, the stock ESC that comes in the Arrma Creighton, the 5th scale Outcast. Pretty much all your 5th scale Arrma vehicles will be equipped with that 8S unit. We are also going to install this Spektrum SR515 receiver in the receiver box. Let's go ahead and get this started, because we need to get the servo wire here, this high-tech servo. This is that wire here, and we need to run this wire into the throttle lead, from the ESC into the throttle lead of this receiver. So let's go ahead and get started on getting the receiver installed in this box. This here is a 2.0 bit, and it will be for your receiver box. Some of these screws are already loose. I don't know if you guys just saw Batman. My kitten just walked past. He's probably going to be visiting us here for a while. So what you want to do is get you a heavy-duty magnetic tray to keep your loved ones from swatting at your little screws on your counter. Ain't that right, Batman? Okay, so this here is your receiver box. You guys can see right there. We're just going to pop it off, and as you can see, I already had a receiver in here. But I chose to use this SR515 for in case I wanted to add LED lights. You know, I got different channels, which is great. So let's go ahead and open this up. So this is 1-inch 3M dual lock Velcro type thing, and as you can see, it's a little bit too wide. Okay, this here is 1/2 inch. 1 inch, 1/2 inch. So I think this is going to work out better for this application. Alright, let me go ahead and get this installed. I forgot that I have to get this wire ran. There's little holes in there. I'll try to get you guys a close-up, but I'm going to have to pull this box out. So much you're going to pull? Assume. No, I'm going to stop using plastic. So here we go, guys. You have to remove the screw that you saw me just pull out, and your battery tray will fall out, and it'll look like this. You're going to find a good spot for your receiver. I'm going to tuck mine right there. Okay, so all I did is I just ran it through this channel, locked in the receiver right here towards the top of the battery tray, or your receiver tray. And then here, I just ran it through this channel and then through that last hole and up to here. I do have a rubber boot I'll put on later, but let's go ahead and get this back into the truck and we'll be right back. If you have one of these kind of drills, you're going to want to set it, well, this DeWalt here, I'm just going to set it at 1.5. That way when the screw hits, the clutch will engage and you won't strip your screws out. Your gun may be different, so you hear it just lock in, or how the clutch grabs. Then you don't have to worry about stripping it. And if you guys want to magnetize your hex with hexes or any of your steel wrenches, just a little side tip, go like this. Just rub it across any type of magnet, like that. All I'm doing is running my receiver right under this bar, because it will protect from this dry shaft. You won't have to worry about it snapping or anything. Just throw a twist on your wire to make it tight. And then we're going to put it in here. And I'm going to grab a flathead screwdriver, and you're going to carefully just push it in. You just don't want to mess up your servo leads. And that, my friends, is, you know, get a little bit of slack there. I believe from the factory, they run it across around this receiver or this ESC mount, and then they go back that way. Not me. I'm just keeping the wires as short, as clean as possible. And always remember, the negative is always on the end of your receiver, okay? So you got your negative and your positive. You always want to make sure you plug this in the correct way. So let's go to the steering. It's going to be at the top. We have our negative wire on our left side. Now what we're going to do is install this ESC wire. So all I did is I ran it the same way I ran the ESC. It does run underneath, just straight across underneath this chassis brace, and it will not hit the drive shaft. And we're going to plug this into our throttle. Again, make sure you're negative because there's a black, an orange, and a gray wire. So we're going to take this. We're going to plug it in right next to the servo. Okay, we're just going to take our extra wire and tuck it in. I'm just going to put this lid on because I still have to, when we go to bind this, and I have to set, you know, all the stuff for the servo. I will have to get back into this box anyway, so I'm just going to secure it with a couple screws. So now, the placement of this is I don't want to cut any of these tabs off this ESC because I'm afraid if I do and something happens to this brand new receiver, I guess it could affect the warranty. I don't know. I don't want to take that chance. So I'm going to go ahead and install it as far forward as I can. So as you guys can see, it sits really nice and snug. The wires, like for the switch, they do not hit the servo. Let's go ahead and get some double-sided sticky tape, put on the back side of that ESC, and get her put into place. It should fit fine. Look at that. This is a 1-inch wide roll, and I'm assuming that this is exactly 2 inches across because it fit perfect. I'm just going to take this and give it a cut. Alright, well, my lovely wife came into the rescue. This took a little bit to get this off, just to get me in and started. A razor blade could work too. I used to use razor blades on that. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and get her in place where we want her. And it's going to be right here. Now we're going to press it down. Hey everybody, just a quick update on the ESC mounting it. What I had done is I removed the 5 screws that holds this tray on. I'll go ahead and pull it off for you. Okay. And what you're going to see here is I found a screw and I took this 1/8 inch drill bit that you see right there, and it fits the 3mm hex fits this screw. That gives you a clue what size. I really don't know. And all I did was just took that 1/8 inch drill bit, drilled straight through this plate, and ran the screw down. Now I'm thinking about putting a nut here, a nylon locking nut, but it's screwed in really tight with this 1/8 inch drill bit. So I'm just going to leave it. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. You got enough room to put your cover back on. So yeah, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I thought about running a zip tie across here, but I'm not sure if that's going to be necessary. Again, we don't want this thing coming loose. So I'm going to leave it like this for now. If it pops out, I'll just keep my eye on it when we go to test drive it. Set the clutch a little bit more, just till it stops, and then we'll finish it off. Alright everybody, I want to just give you a little close-up of what I've done here. So all we did, we had our pre-installed servo that we had ran the wire into the receiver box here. We had ran the ESC wire into the receiver box. We used the 3M double-sided tape. It's like kind of like a cushion tape. You can spin everything, double check, make sure nothing's rubbing, and nothing's rubbing, which is good. We installed our switch. I used a stainless steel screw. You don't have to use that. That's just my preference. If you guys remember in my part 1 of this build, I was showing this part I got on eBay. Well, PPS did not have the one in stock. They claimed it would have been in stock on November 24th to 21, and it wasn't after that, or maybe they just didn't update their website. Well, I made some posts and tried to locate one, and now they're back in stock. They were back in stock as of yesterday, I believe. This one here is just a cheap $20 one. It just goes, you just pull your old motor mount out, and this thing will just sit in here, and you just use your, you know, your stock braces for your mounts here. All the links will be in the description. When I get time to put them in there, I will get all the links there. But wait till you see the one from PPS. I will post a video or post a picture of it right now, and you're gonna see the quality. I mean, look at that piece. Jeez. And yeah, that's, so this one here is $22 or something like that. That one was like $127. But you're getting everything. You're getting the transmission mount, you're getting the motor mount, and easy way to mesh your gears, and I mean, there's a lot to it, so it's well worth the money, and I'm hearing it's a good quality part.